What's up, everybody? Yes, I know, the timer hit 0. Sue me. I don't know how to do fancy timers like Paul does, and he's not here today, so deal with it. Um, yeah, so like I said, Paul's not here, so I'm going to be running the show. Iago is around. He was in here, now he's not. I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. We got a little bit of housekeeping to do, because he decided to show up as we went live. So I'll have to get his stream and stuff like that. Anyway, we are at Indy for week 6 of the New World Sim Racing Pint Series 9. We are expecting rain today. It is currently light rain on track with greasy conditions for practice. We are in the max wait time. We got about 3 hours between practice and qualifying, so we'll see what the weather does there. And then the race is on the simulated Sunday of the week, so a completely different day from the
Green light. Go, go, go.
from the practice and qualifying. So here we are in qualifying. It looks like rain. The rain is going to actually stop at the end of qualifying. So it is damp on track. 20C air temp, 25C track temp, a little bit of wind, not too bad. But yes, this is, Paul has been saying since the beginning of the season that Indy will be a wet race. So expect that to happen today. If it doesn't happen, that is the will of the ACC gods, and there's nothing we can do about it. Apparently, we haven't sacrificed enough people to the Kunos gods to get rain when we actually want it. I know, Fred. I'm hoping for moist as well. I told the guys earlier because they were like, man, we really need, like, because it was just raining enough to make it greasy, and they were like, we need more rain. And I was like, I can restart the server and up the rain, but you're going to need a boat. Because I will make it a torrential downpour, like biblical proportions. And everybody said, no, 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 let's not go crazy. So here we are, we got damp. We're going to ride along with Ryan Cody. He's the first guy out on track by quite a ways in the Calvin and Hobbes liveried Honda. So kind of a smaller grid today. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 AMs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 silvers. So 10 guys are going to be on the track right now between the silvers and the AMs. We'll get some times in for them. And they will, I guess, attempt to make a dry line for the pros and the golds. And we'll see them in about 15 minutes or so. Thunderstorm coming to Toronto. Well, Ferris, it would be great if we were racing in Canada, but we are not. This is in Indianapolis, Indiana. About time.
Yo.
You're late.
No, I'm not. I was doing the
I'm
briefing.
gonna dock your pay.
Bro,
Yeah.
here's my pay.
Yeah, so you only get to drink half of that during this race now because you were late.
I did the race briefing. Cut me a slack.
Is Ferris still trying to push the single file race start thing?
Well, he said if it's flooded, it's going to be single
It's
file.
not going to be flooded. It's going to be light rain.
Well, I'll let them know before the start because this is important actually.
Well, I looked at the server settings before we went live, and Paul has the rain set for 0.15. Anything 0.2 and below is light rain.
Oh, good shit.
Now it has a 0.5 it has a 5 variability, so it could get worse. But I don't think it will. It's only I think a 0.7 cloud setting, so I don't think we're gonna get torrential downpours.
Honestly, I think Kunas will make this race bone dry just to fuck up with Paul.
Carl in the chat, internet isn't holding more than a few minutes at a time.
Oh.
I mean, do what you can do, my guy. Like, that's the worst when you're ready to go and then your internet is like, yeah, I don't think so.
Dude.
Fred's already been in here saying that we should just call the race because Carl can't make it.
Wow. But like such a long period, like Spectrum's been really intermittent for me, like for a while. Like, why is that? Is it the whole region?
I think it's just the company. I think it's just bad internet. And it's
Yeah,
one of
but
those
like,
things where it's like a monopoly type thing. Like there's not enough companies out there to make them improve their infrastructure. Like if they've got a monopoly on the area, there's no point in them changing anything because people are still going to pay for it.
but can't you press legally? Like, yeah, you guys are selling me a
Nope.
product that I'm not getting.
Nope.
Oh man,
I
that's
mean,
really bad.
you can, but do you think you can really win a legal settlement against a company that big?
Against 11 lawyers.
Like Carl has a pretty good community. I don't know that he can. I don't know that they got that much pull. He could get all the shadows to show up in the courtroom, and
Bank plates or so.
there you go.
That's kind of nice.
I know Fred would be up there. Fred would be on the picket lines.
Oh, Fred would be like with guns shooting to the sky. Like,
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not. No, New World Sim
Is
Racing
it
does
legal
not
in Cali?
endorse shooting guns out in the open. No, you can't even own automatic weapons in California.
Oh wow.
California has
No.
some of the most strict gun laws in the United States.
First of all, cheers to them. Cheers. And second, I do not condone weapons. Sorry, I take that back.
I think guns are great when used responsibly. Shooting them in the air is not responsible because you don't know where that bullet's gonna. No, you don't know where that bullet's gonna come down, Tiago.
Yeah. Well.
People
I didn't
get
say anything, man.
people get killed all the time at like 4th of July celebrations because people will just shoot guns up into the air and then those bullets come back down to earth and it could hit somebody and kill them.
Is it a thing?
Oh yeah, rednecks do it all the time.
Oh my god. That part I didn't know.
Yeah, in the country, sometimes they don't even buy fireworks; they just shoot guns.
Oh no, that's disgusting, bro. Come on.
Like I'm a big fan
Dude.
of target shooting, but like I want to know where the bullet's gonna end up.
Of course. No, yeah, I see your point. Absolutely.
Red shoots him towards Canada. Nobody lives there, and then Ferris is like right there. Come on.
Come on. Just point at the border. Like, whatever you hit, you hit. Well, since I didn't have time at the start, how are you doing, Mr. Crystal?
I'm chilling, man. I
Doing
am
good?
gonna need to get your. We're gonna have to do a little housekeeping. I need to get your replay scene if we want to do any replays, or if we don't want to do replays. It doesn't matter to me.
Of course. No, of course. Let's go.
Uh,
I'll probably have to re-download the skins, though. Or we do it skinless. There's no problem.
we do it skinless. We don't need
Wait.
skin.
What?
What?
Never mind. You are so dirty-minded, dude.
I am?
That's... Yeah.
Yeah. Are you just now like learning that?
I'm used to being the
Oh, hello.
dirty-minded one. This is new.
No. Thank you.
Yeah.
Get rid of that. Need to go
Alright,
to
Look
my.
at P1. Second, I'm shocked.
Okay, so now if we go to this. Hey, look at that.
Look
We know
at
what we're doing.
Brian.
Go to you.
Mr. Dix.
Yeah, so time's coming in. Jared 142.8. Max Diggs about 4/10 off of him, and then we got a couple of the AMs. Oliveira putting in some pretty good times.
Oh, look at this. Yeah. I'm looking at Diggs. I think Diggs will have a great race this evening.
Yeah,
For some reason, he seems to be good at the wet.
I mean Max is just a good driver overall, but the BMW I think is going to be pretty good here, as it is everywhere, because it is a little OP, little broken,
Just a tiny bit.
just a little bit.
Well, but a factor that we forget is not everyone in this grid has raced this track before.
Oh yeah,
This will be a factor.
yeah. There's some people like Luis joined the practice server or joined the in practice earlier, and he's like, "Stay away from me. I don't know this track at all." And everybody was like, "We appreciate your honesty."
Yes.
Yes, Kyle Tiago did show up.
I was doing the briefing, Kyle.
Well, no,
Rude.
like before before I kicked the server over and all that stuff, like, because you hadn't shown up and I hadn't heard from you and I knew Paul wasn't going to be here, I was like, I might be
Oh,
solo. So I let everybody in the race chat know. I was like, hey, if Tiago doesn't show up, there won't be any live stewarding because I'm not going to do it. Like,
of course, of course. You can only
um,
do so much.
yeah. And then you showed up, so we're good.
Yep, we're rolling, guys. We're rolling. Sorry for my delay. Who do he got?
Tiago was
Even
taking a
with those,
pre-race dump, let's be honest.
it was
He
a
was
massive.
giving birth.
Remember when we say we put the boats in the sea? It was Titanic. It was massive.
Yeah, have you ever seen like when they launch a new boat, like when they roll it off of the dock into the ocean or whatever
Yeah.
it is?
Yes.
That's what it's like.
A massive wave coming.
Who do I got? Man, I don't know. They're talking about in like Am and Silver and stuff like that.
Shimizu doesn't even have a lap yet.
I feel like Clark Gould is on a tear recently. Like he had a really good race at Coda last week,
That is true.
and I'm looking for him to build on that. I don't know how the Audi is here. To be honest, I don't know how any cars are here. I've watched one race at Indy Total, and that was 949 Tuesday, I think it was. If anybody doesn't watch 949, you need to go watch 949.
Oh,
Go watch
that
Welp.
is absolutely right.
Quality broadcast. Good guy. Bunch of the guys from here do race in that series as well.
Just link on the chat if you guys want to check it out.
Yeah, give him a follow. Tell Welp he's a beautiful man. Ask him to see his feet.
Which he is.
He wears slippers a lot, so ask him to see his old man slippers.
Ask him to put oil in it.
Whoa. A little weird. Why would you put oil in your slippers?
I don't know, to make like a better picture, better image, better video,
That's
better
weird.
clip.
That's weird.
No, just me. Sorry.
Just you. Joey Melody improves. He's up to P2. About half a second off of Jared, so it's going to be a 142.935 from Joey. Pretty good lap from him.
There you go.
Who is that he just passed?
He slotted between Diggs and Zekam.
Oh, that's Barrett. That's Jay Barrett. I was like, who the heck is that purple car?
Wait, what?
Barrett, who we haven't seen in multiple weeks,
Oh wow, he's
is
back.
making an appearance in the Mercedes.
Clearly struggling. He doesn't even have a lap.
Well, he
in
probably
Shimizu's
hasn't done this track.
at all. Yes. My bad, Shimizu. So did Shimizu. I don't think Shimizu did this track before at all. This will be an interesting race. Have you
I hope so.
watched? Have you watched NASCAR in this track? What happened?
God, no.
They put 6 wide in it, and like what? Logano just like pressed into the inside and squished everyone out.
6 wide down like the main straight. Do they run the road course here, or do they run oval?
The road course, yeah, 200 kilometers in this course.
Why would you run Indy Road when you have an oval?
I don't
in
really know,
NASCAR?
dude. Those cars are built for ovals. They never did in the oval, I think.
Because they're doing Watkins today, right? In the rain?
Yes, right now. It's not raining anymore, but like it's greasy-ish.
That sounds horrendous.
It does with that car, yeah.
Like, I really like Watkins. It's one of my favorite tracks, but driving it in a NASCAR, I'll pass.
By the way, with no boot. It's just the smallest.
Oh, okay. So do they have the bus stop or no?
Yes, bus stop, you do the carousel, and you go straight back into that.
Okay. So it's the same one that they run like Porsche Cup and stuff on.
That one, yes.
I don't know if they call it like the national layout or the no boot.
Oh God, only know. Yeah, I heard no boot more often.
Here it says he's driving on ice blocks. Well, tell him to put some tire warmers on or close his brake ducts or something.
Well, yeah, get new tires.
Can we
They're
expect a
for
lot of
free.
death today? Yeah, hopefully not.
Please no. I'm alone.
I mean, we're, knock on wood,
Oh,
we're typically pretty safe in the rain. Like, I feel like we have less incidents in the rain because people don't
that
send
is,
to tend it as much because you don't have as much traction, all that good stuff.
that is actually true.
Um, People aren't as brave when your braking is compromised. So the hope is not as many deaths, but I mean, let's be honest. People are gonna die.
Yes. Like
Go
cautious but optimistic.
go checking
Or
on the pros as they all line up in the pit exit. You
bruv.
got Kerstetter and Danny and Nick and who else is up there? I think
Check the
Lukey's on his
exhaust.
way up there.
I
John Jordan's
see
on his way up
Christopher
there.
Denny,
Yep, 15 minutes.
Alvarado,
So they are released. The pros are gonna come
Luke.
tearing out of the pit. Art Cool puts in a banger. He's up to P2.
There you go. You called it.
So look at
Way to
that split.
go.
We have silver, am, silver, am, silver, am, silver, am, silver, silver.
Oh, Shimilo put a valid lap. Nice. Good job, Shimilo.
Yeah, Jamilo and Barrett both got a valid lap in.
Nice job.
I don't think we have any quali bans this week.
No, I think they were all paid off, and Coda was very peaceful, so no quali bans.
Yeah, and Joey is still on his don't touch anybody. I have too many bad boy points.
Oof, yeah. Joey can't even sniff people, otherwise he gets a race ban.
Yeah. And apparently if he gets into a contact on lap 1, he may miss the rest of the season.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So,
Bruh, what you been doing, man?
speaking of which, for those of you in chat, next week is Bolton Park.
Yes.
And then the following was supposed to be 90 minutes of Watkins Glen, but we were informed that it is Labor Day weekend. So we put it up to a vote for the drivers to let us know if they want to postpone it a week. And the vote came back that we are going to postpone it 1 week. So we'll do Olden Park next week. We'll have 1 week off for the holiday weekend. And then we will do the season finale 90 minutes at Watkins Glen.
Mr. Turner, I have a question.
I might have an answer.
What is Labor Day?
So Labor Day is a Monday that people get off. I thought it was just an American one, but apparently Canada has it as well, and they have it on the same weekend. But you get it off because I don't know. I honestly have no idea why we have Labor Day. To be honest with you,
It's a holiday that I have no idea why it exists, but it does.
well, we
it's
have
there.
so there's two holidays. There's Memorial Day and Labor Day, which are both done on a Monday. Memorial Day is to honor, service people that have fought in the military and lost their lives and things like that. Labor Day, I don't know if it's just a day that we get off because, hey, you're the working class here, have a day off, 1 out of 365 days. I don't know. There's probably a reason for it. I don't know. I'm not even sure my work is going to let us off for Labor Day, to be honest with you. I have no idea.
Oh wow, but it's a holiday.
Fred says, in recognition of the suffering and work that people used to do, normally workday was 12 hours. Fred, my workday is still 12 hours.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so apparently it's one of those days that they give you off to as a little bit of a break.
Well, that's good. We take any holidays we can. You'll never see me complain about a holiday. Good job.
Yeah, except my issue with holidays, and this is just because I work a lot of overtime, is that if I have a holiday, I don't get paid overtime for that day, and it doesn't count towards my 40 hours for the week to get overtime. So I would have Monday off, and then I would have to work 40 hours that week before I would be eligible for any overtime. So I'd have 48 hours of straight time and then overtime after that. So the holiday actually cost me money.
Well, but don't the holiday hours like cost more to the enterprise than the normal ones?
Well, they don't have to pay wages that day.
No, in Brazil, like if you work on a holiday, you're paid double. That day, of course.
Normally it's in the United States it's time and a half. Some of them might
Sounds
be
good.
double time. I don't know. It depends. Depends on where you work and what the rules are. And we are a privately owned company, so they make up a lot of their own rules.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not the best. So currently, Nick Alvarado with a 140.5. Ed
Jesus.
Kerstetter about half a second off of him, and then Danny about half a second as well.
Jesus, he's half a second faster. And then there's another half second gap from Jixer to Bison.
Rados and Juan have the exact same time at 141.797, so they are
Oh,
sharing
wow.
fifth.
What are the odds?
Had that happen a couple of times.
Yeah, that's weird. Like that happens like strangely often with us. Like I don't understand.
I mean, it's one of those like never tell me the odds things. Like you're running around a racetrack, different internet, different setups, different cars, yet you manage to do the whole thing in the exact to the thousandths of a second amount of time.
Dude.
It's pretty
Like,
wild when you think about it.
it's a lot of events to like come together for this to happen in two drivers, a lot of corners, and this happens like pretty much every week. What the fuck?
We had a double purple lap last week. Yeah, we did
Right?
at Coda.
The fuck?
They
One
were
second.
they were sharing the fastest lap of the race. I think that was Tiago's bird in the background. So some Hondas, some Ferraris, and a Porsche up at the top. The clock in ACC isn't 100% it. I mean, that's probably. But still, to be like that close is still pretty wild.
Sorry for my absence.
But then Rados went and ruined that by setting a faster time. Now he's up to P4 with a 141.4.
Alright, who's improving?
So, I mean, if you look at the top 8, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Hondas, 3 Ferraris, and 1 Porsche.
Jesus. You'll be my ass.
Carl is in the server.
Nice.
He is currently behind Danny on track.
Will he pull another miracle?
Jared in the Twitch chat. Chris, 2 seconds right behind Nick. Right on target. Get off my nuts for being slow. Listen, Jared, you were slow the other night until I told Welt to tell you to stop being slow, and then you were faster, so you're welcome.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Sorry, Mr. James Riley did not race last week. He does still have a quali ban.
Huh?
So, James Riley just sent me a message saying, I missed last race. I still serve my quali ban this time out.
I have no idea.
I guess it's over now, so probably no. Did he quali today?
I mean, he's on track now.
Did he?
He
does
can
have a
can
valid
serve it
ban?
next week. I don't care, to be honest. If he's got
Yeah.
one, whatever. It's whatever. Just drive the car. Blackout seems in and out. Yeah, he was getting a little glitchy there. I noticed.
Yeah,
You can tell, like, on my screen, his car looks to be like almost like a little netcodey, like it's glitching around a little bit. You can tell his connection is not the best. Which is weird because his connection bar in the game is in the green. Like, he doesn't have a yellow or a red thing.
Right? He's never dancing around, like his car's never jumping. He never Harry Potter it. But like he just disappears. every time.
Yeah, he does that thing where the car suddenly changes direction as the game updates. You can see it like subtly twitching as it goes.
Okay.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that to go. Danny a couple tenths up. Not very far through the lap. He's got a couple more corners to go. He's out into the oval now. He's got enough in the tank to take pole.
Oh wow.
We'll see if he can hang on to it through the last couple of corners.
Well, it's getting closer up there. I'd like to see it.
He's got car 81 ahead of him. That's Milo, but I believe Milo is far enough out that he's not going to hinder Danny's lap. So Danny will take pole by 0.05 of a second, which I'm sure will make Nick Alvarado very happy to see that his top time has been toppled. And apparently there's 0.2 in Danny's first 2 corners because his delta just shot up 0.2. What kind of lap Milo can put together. He's up a couple temps on his so far. Like I said, he's got Danny trying to catch him from behind.
Just new information. I exchanged messages with Ferris and Mr. Riley, and Riley would like to serve it here rather than Alton, so I made an effort and gave him the quali ban.
Okay, so
I
you just
DQ'd him
DQ'd him.
on the spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's one of those things where if you have the option to take it this week or next week, this week might be the better one because it is kind of crappy weather.
Yes, like I see his point. Maybe he's good at Alton, and we know like not everyone likes rain, and maybe it's even better to start from the back in the rain.
Yeah.
So I see his point.
Yeah, like I would take my quali ban on the track that I'm not as good at or the one with the worst weather.
Also, good point. This is a track not everyone's familiar with. It's a
Yeah,
good one.
Nick has taken pole back by 0.04 of a second. Him and Danny are trading. Ed Kerstetter is going to try to get in on this action. He is almost a 0.5 second up coming through the final corner. He lost about a 10th there, so he's going to be in contention for pole, but he'll be third, but inching ever closer.
Damn, this front grid's tight.
Yeah, I mean, you got less than 0.2 between the top 3, and then a little bit of a gap back to John Jorgensen and P4 in the Porsche.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see something that's not a Ferrari or a Honda, in the top 8.
Shout out, Mr. Jorgensen. Well, I think.
What's up, people?
Leckerman's making a run.
I'm not late. I stayed up to watch the first Thrones episode, which leaked early. All right.
Leaked? No. Can't wait. Do you know, like, the Targaryen series coming? I'm actually looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Yeah. I just want some Game of Thrones world back in my life because it was good. The world was good. So I'm not expecting anything, just a bit of fun. And I think it will deliver.
I mean, let's hope they kind of stick with it throughout and not like start half-assing it halfway through the season like they did last time.
Oh, please.
Is it the same people doing it that did Game of Thrones?
No, I think that showrunner he rushed the whole thing because he wanted to take part in Star Wars or something like that. He didn't get any of those. He lost everything, and now it's the showrunners that did the
Hello
good
there.
parts of Game of Thrones, not the bad parts.
Hello there, Fred.
Skin on skin.
Yeah, considering the way Game of Thrones ended, I would be surprised if that guy gets work again.
Absolutely, yeah.
Is it
Especially this big.
like it's universally panned by everybody? They're like, it was great at the beginning, and then at the end, it just like went to shit.
I don't know one person that thinks that finale was acceptable at all.
It made no sense. Like I don't understand.
They negated everything they built. It was weird.
Yeah, it's like Jon Snow killed what's her face, and then what is the guy Grey Worm? And we don't like him. He's got to leave. Okay, fine. Jon will
Gridlock.
leave, and then they get on a boat and they leave before Jon Snow leaves, and he's like, "Well, I gotta go." Like, no, you don't. Those guys just fucked off. You could stay, bruh.
What you doing out there, man? You denied the whole character like this is not him. Ugh.
Like, who was the youngest sister, the one that got on a boat to go explore? Like, I would like to see.
Arya.
Yeah, I would like to see a spin-off series with her. Like, her character was interesting.
That would be super cool.
Because
She became like mad assassin.
yeah, but she got on a boat to go to like a whole nother land, right? Like that's a whole nother series you could do.
And with her skill set, like it goes for great action, great scenes.
Carl got dropped. Yeah, I don't see Carl on the list anymore. So Carl's internet may have
Yep, Carl's out.
decided. Rumor
Carl
being
is-
Jon Snow getting a spinoff.
I'd watch that actually. I like Jon Snow.
Didn't he bang his aunt or something?
No, not Jon Snow.
I thought
technically,
I thought
because
he-
it was Daenerys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought they were related or something.
Yeah, I don't think it was aunt rather than cousin.
Here we go, Danny, half a second up. I don't know where he found all this time, but he's going to come across the line and smash everybody else's time.
Wow. Jesus.
And Murray just crossed the line into P4. So there you go. Ferrari, Honda, Porsche. Holy cow. Jorgensen's can't run wets, can't run dries, fun. I mean, sitting P5,
Bruh.
that's pretty
Come
good.
on. Come on. Jen wants me to translate something very rude. They had the knife and the cheese, and they threw the cheese away and shoved the knife on their asses.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh my god, rude. Don't be rude.
All right, everybody, cross your fingers
Yes.
that when this server ticks over to the Sunday race, oh my god, I really hope it is not try. Kyle,
Don't try.
I would give you that, but no. I would almost make Tiago ride with Joey lap 1,
Mm,
but he's gonna have to watch out for people dying.
yes. Well, if you want to see people dying near Joey is a good place to start.
Oof. All good, we'll get a nice replay. Yeah, that is also true. Any old time server. Whenever you want to.
Yep. Go, please. Do it. Well, I actually have to know if it's flooded or not.
Oh.
Und
And we are interesting.
damp. So no
It's-
single file, is it?
It's going to stop raining in 10 minutes.
Wow. I'm gonna tell them in the chat single file.
No. It's not flooded.
Sorry, double file. Yeah.
It's
I saw
not
it.
even damp. It's greasy now. What is this?
Bruh, look at this dude. Yeah, man, it's technically a light train.
I don't get it.
Ferris tells me Dan Kunos. Paul will be so mad.
No, I don't understand.
And these are the.
You want a refund? I want a refund, Bullet.
Everyone wants a refund.
Because Paul gets to skip this. He doesn't have to sit here and commentate this crap.
Yeah.
It better be a thunderstorm. Yeah, it better get to 30 minutes and then just an absolute downpour.
Jesus.
What's the cloud and rain level? So the cloud is at 0.7, the rain is at 0.15, but he put a 5 variability. Did Ed Kerstetter not hit go? Ed Kerstetter apparently starting from the pit. Because he did not hit grid. We're off to a banging start.
Oh no, Edgar Star didn't click drive.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And the rain is gone. There is no rain anymore.
Do you want to restart?
Like, there's no windshield wipers on. There's no rain lights. Like,
We could restart.
this is the view out of Danny's windshield. So if everybody loaded wet setups, it is going to be matte, and they can't pit. It's not going to count for a pit stop for 7.5 minutes because we have a pit window.
Oh, let me see from the top of the grid.
Yikes!
Bison dry, Alvarado dry, Murray. No, a lot of people with dries.
A lot of people.
I
Okay,
see.
good.
Litkeman wet, but it's alone pretty much.
Yeah, anybody who went out on wet tires is going to have 7.5 minutes of hell before they can pit.
Wow.
I mean, they can pit before that and change tires, but it's not going to count towards their mandatory pit stop.
They could pit now and pit the next one without tires, which only saves 5 seconds. But
I just whoa, weather update, 30 minutes rain. Just clicked into view.
how much random factor did you guys put in this?
Paul put a 5 on there.
Jesus.
Like, if you want guaranteed rain, if so, Paul was saying from the beginning of the season that this was going to be a rain race. He should have taken the randomness out and just made it static rain the whole time.
I think, yeah.
Or set it for like 1, but set the rain for like 0.2 or, whatever it is, the cutoff between light and medium rain. But setting it
just
for
to make sure.
0.15 and then getting it a 5 randomness, like, you're just asking for the rain to go away.
Yeah.
We have mods here.
What? No.
We need a prediction. Oh, they want to. I mean, Ferris is a mod. And he's not racing or commentating, so. Anyway, so start finish line. We got Danny, Nick, Murray. We have no Ed Cursor because he's starting from the pit.
Green light, green light.
We are green. We are underway. Murray gets a terrible start. Moves over and blocks John Jorgensen as we go down to turn 1. It looks like Nick has just got the edge on Danny. And they are going to go 2 wide through the first couple corners. A little bit of a tap there as Nick runs a little bit over into Danny's side of the track.
Good to run so far.
Don't see any yellow so far. We still have Murray. Oh, that's a little bit of a tap between Murray. Murray is sideways. I kind of feel like that might be self-inflicted. We have a lot of yellows. That is not good.
I think one turned in a bit too soon, but I'll take a look at that.
Well, we have
yellow on the back.
Yeah, we have 30, that 35 and 38. That's going to be.
Another yellow in the middle of turn 4.
There's a lot of them.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Slap in, then I'll have a bunch more.
That's Murray, Jared, Ryan's back there. Yeah, that the midfield has spread out considerably after all of that. But yeah.
I guess in the briefing I should have mentioned a lot of more turns than just turn 1.
Yeah, so the front 2 have pulled out quite a bit of a gap. They're about 2 seconds ahead of Juan here already. Juan, Rados, and then John Jorgensen. We got
Yellow.
Joey. Yeah, Joey is under yellow, rejoining next to Mark Robeson. So the field has gotten quite shaken up.
That's a bad start, if I'm being honest.
This is what I'm saying.
Well-
We cannot do starts in the dryer. If it was raining, there would have been no yellows because everybody would have given space.
I think. Yeah,
But for some
because
reason,
it's-
we can't start a race without killing each other in dry conditions.
Yeah, it's dry, but it's greasy. I guess people think it's optimum, so they probably like send it for George, thinking the car's gonna hold.
I don't
know.
understand.
Well, if you excuse me, brother, I'll be right back.
Good luck.
Thank you.
See you in half an hour when the race is over.
Oh my
Or when the
God.
rain starts.
Wow, that's good actually. Right in the time for the show.
Yeah. So Arden's going to make a move on Regan. A little gold action going on here. They're going to drag race into this hard left-hander. I don't know the corner names, numbers, anything like that, so bear with me.
This track has really no corner names.
Oh, there's no corner names? They didn't bother naming them? Yeah, Regan is all out of sorts here, as he's going to get passed by Clark Gould as well. He is way off the line, and that is Nick Kohout. Is also going to push past up into P10. Nick driving one of the few Lamborghinis in this series. Wasn't Regan on wets? Yeah, that's probably an issue. Regan is probably on wets, probably suffering. His tires are probably melting right about now. But he still has another 4 minutes before he can pit and have it count. He's going to go in now, though. Regan is in the pit. So, an unfortunate call. Wait, why isn't Wallace? Why are you driving? Why are you in chat? So Murray, after that early spin, is going to try to work his way back through the field. He's currently behind Brian Curzon. I guess he just passed Bruce Hawkins because Bruce's name is still above him on the leaderboard. That is Brian Curzon, currently sitting P2 in AM. Huge work week this week, only got home a few minutes ago. Fair. That is fair. Well, the good news is people are kind of spacing out a little bit, so hopefully we'll have less contact from here on out. Barrett mowing some grass there. He's going to get that thing back onto the oval section as Riley scoots by. Riley trying to work his way. So Riley had the quali ban and is going to work his way through the field. Pretty quick in that Honda. I think Joey's front end looks a little smushed. We'll have to find out what happened to Joey. Love the M2 races on the YouTubes. Yeah, the M2 races are great. Milo and Tiago do those. That is tomorrow. We will be at Watkins Glen, which I'm looking forward to. I race in that series. M2s are a lot of fun. I think we're at 38 or 39 out of 40 signups. So if you want to do M2s on Monday, I would suggest you go do it now. Ferris or somebody can get you the SimGrid link. You do have to have the newest DLC, obviously, because we will be at Watkins this week, and that is one of the new tracks. I race well in that series. The great thing about the M2 series is it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, SimGrid like gives points and everything like that, but the points don't matter. There is no championship. There are no drivers classes. It is literally show up, have fun, race against the guys. And that's my type of racing. Pint series stuff, I love watching it. I like commentating on it. I would not drive in the series because when you start adding points to stuff, people take it seriously, and I can't do that. But man, this stuff sure is fun to watch though. Guillermo giving up a couple spots there. He, I believe, is a back marker. He is down in 26th. He might have been caught up in that earlier incident. Flip up here to Milo. Milo's sitting P7 currently. Made out like a bandit. Oliveira almost killed Barrett. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, Milo improved, I believe, with some of the incidents that happened earlier, so he finds himself P7 right behind John Jorgensen. Milo currently sitting P3 in gold. You got Juan and Dylan Beveridge a little bit up the road. Pit window is open. So anybody who started on wets and has survived the first 7.5 minutes can now pit and change your tires. It is super bright out there. The clouds are gone. The track is now fast. It's no longer greasy, so traction will be up. Not as good as optimum. But we do have that looming threat of rain in about half an hour, so these guys may want to start thinking about editing their their strategy for when they decide to come in and pit. Because if you decide, if you're one of those guys who normally pits mid-race, you're going to have to work around this rain that's coming in. Got Murray and Castro doing a little bit of a drag race. Murray's going to park it on the apex there, and Luis is going to have to work his way around. Luis is the one who said before the race that he has not raced this track yet. So currently sitting P16, not too bad for not knowing the track. We got a little bit of a 3 wide. That is Riley, Robeson, and Funk. If you remember last week, David Funk was blazing fast at Coda in the Audi. And him and Robeson are constantly fighting each other for position. I don't know.
Wow, it's very nice.
It is very nice. I don't know if that was a tap there by Riley or if Funk just got loose. But he is now under pressure from Joey Meliti. Joey Meliti up into P13? Joey having a heck of a drive. He currently finds himself P1 in silver. So he may be I don't know what happened to the front of Joey's car. I'm sure we'll find out from Tiago here in a little bit. But Joey may be pushing because this may be the last race that he gets to take part in the Pint Series this season. Checking up at the front, Nick Alvarado still in the lead of the race after 10 minutes. Danny hot on his heels. And then they have an 8-second gap back to Rados, who finds himself all on his own. Here we have Murray trying to chase down Barrett. Because Murray started in the, I believe, the top 5. And is attempting to work his way through the field. Is Funk on wets? I don't think so, because if he was on wets, I think he would have pit by now. Like anybody that started on wets, if they're still on wets, they're out of their mind. Yeah, cue the All By Myself song, yeah. I mean, that happens. Like, you end up just kind of out there by yourself. Paul Miles up into 5th place. Gets 2 positions on Jorgensen and Dylan Beveridge. So Milo absolutely flying out there. Up into P5, 2nd in gold. Kunos, what are you doing? I have no idea. There's at this point. The rain is now gone. We are optimum. So I hope you enjoyed your wet for this race. Because it rained while everybody was gridding and then it stopped. Dylan Beveridge attempts to make a move. He's going to overshoot the corner a little bit. A little BMW on BMW action. As Dylan Beveridge makes that move stick. I think it's time to reverse the server setting. 0 cloud, 0 rain equals flooded. At this point, it's whatever. Like, people were making jokes before the race that Kunos like pushed up. Like, Jared made a joke that they pushed a hot fix that says "F you, Paul." You know, if server name is NWSR, rain equals false, and here we are. Oh, Riley has dropped quite a few positions. I don't know if he had an off track or got involved in an incident or something like that, but he just dropped quite a few of those spots that he worked so hard to get back. Ed Kerstetter up to P17 after starting from the pit. I'll be interested to see or to hear what happened to Ed and why he didn't hit to grid. And he is making his charge to the field. Last 10 minutes better be flooded. I mean, good luck. Ed is going to dive Louis Castro, nice and clean. David Funk is pitting. Was Funk on wets? As Funk is in the pit. 15 minutes into the race. Interesting. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Louis Castro just lost a couple spots. Funk sped into the pits, did he? That poor guy. So we'll be seeing him back there in a minute. Barrett using that Mercedes muscle, trying to hold on to his position. He's gonna make Ed go around to the outside there. Ed's gonna get that done. Ed's gonna get way loose on those sausage curbs on the inside, cutting as much track as he possibly can. That was John Lukey, or no, Mike Lukey. Mike Lukey is parked on the side of the track. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, he's moving again. That might be a kid thing. No telling. Got a little Audi battle as Clark Gould finds himself in P9, tucked in right behind Matt Artem. So we have AMs on gold drivers now. Let's keep an eye on that one. Yeah, David Funk stop go 30. So that's going to be a speeding into the pit lane. So he will not be repeating his performance from Coda, unfortunately.
And I have returned, sir.
Welcome back. How was it?
Thank you. First laps, they were all very subjective. I will need the review team to look at that. I didn't want to give them to not to destroy someone's race. because it was going either SG30 or Racing Instant, so I just
Yeah, that sounds like a Wednesday thing.
yes. And you asked about Joey in Robinson's accident into the fast right. He ate his butt.
Joey did?
Yeah, but it was not his fault.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I think he may or may not be safe for the next race because there's one subjective touch under blue flags, but I think he's safe.
And we'll see. I mean, Joey having a pretty good race. He's currently leading silver by about
That's good.
2 seconds over Barrett.
He also qualied very well, if I remember correctly.
Ryan Cody into the pit. The guy's pitting early. Remember, Tiago, the server was showing rain in 30 minutes. Well, that is gone. We are now optimum.
Oh my god.
So
Full
this
on
is,
optimum
yeah,
drive.
this is just going to be a dry race today. The only rain that we got was when they were gridding, and then as soon as they went, it all went away.
Bruh, so much for randomness.
Wow, it's very nice.
It's
Yeah.
random for like around 5 minutes and then it's bone dry.
It's ridiculous. Like we should have
we
just
better-
set it for 0.5 rain and 0 randomness and just said have fun.
Yes, like yeah, it's going to be like rainy. Like there's no second setup, just this one. Because like we sound like sounds like we're
Nada.
repeating ourselves, complaining about this every week. But bruh, come on.
Well, yeah, this has been every week. It's like Paul wants rain, so he sets the server to where it might rain. Like if you want rain, just set it for rain and call it a day.
Oh, you got me out.
That Ed's gonna try to make a move on Murray here on this long front stretch. Get as
Sure
much
gets some damage
draft,
on the bits.
a little bit of a wiggle. Ed's gonna pull out and have a look.
Cody pits.
Not enough. Murray's gonna hang on to that position for now.
That looks good. Looks like good battling.
Yeah, we got a pretty good battle up front, and then a couple throughout the field. And Ed taking the inside line there. He's gonna try to force Murray out wide. Good side-by-side action here.
Oh wow. Yo, what about this climb about Ed? He started from the pits and he's P10.
Yeah, the man on a
Bruh.
mission.
Bruh.
I mean, his last lap was a 36 flat. His best is a 35.9.
Jesus.
So he's faster than everybody up to the top two. Speaking of the top two, they are nose to tail down the front stretch. Danny a little bit too far back to make a move here. Nick early on the brakes. Danny looked like he didn't brake enough and almost got into the back end of Nick there. That looked like a missed braking marker there. Danny is drifting around turn 3.
Oh, don't cook your tires, Danny.
Yeah, I
We've
think
seen
Danny's tires are angry. He was 4
Careful.
tenths faster last lap than Nick was.
Skin on skin.
But
It's
he's-
hard to overtake that dude.
Yeah, but he just gave away a second there with that drift, so
That was a shit rejoin.
wasn't a shit rejoin. That wasn't even a rejoin. Fred's just playing sound effects. Fred's got too many points. And he's
keeping-
just trying to spin. Oh, Danny is off into the grass. So
Oh,
I
no.
think Danny's tires are either on fire or he loaded his Silverstone stat up.
that if you cook them, you're done. Oh no.
Well, we all remember Silverstone, like when after he pit, he kept having spinning issues.
Yeah.
And
he
he's
spun like 4 laps in a row.
yeah, his car's looking pretty unstable right now. I mean, he is just giving up a 4-second gap. As you know, last lap when we crossed start finish line, he was right on the tail of Nick, and now he's 4 seconds back. So something has gone wrong with Danny's car.
Yeah. I'm curious to watch him racing to see what causes that. Seems like a snap, like a flip of a switch, and his car is like all over. I would-
Kyle says,
I would love-
WTF rain in 10? Yeah, rain in 10, but then dry again in 30. I'll believe it when I see it. At this point, I
Yeah.
call BS on any rain.
Yeah, it makes no sense at all. Like he shows sun, partial sun, and
Here,
then rain. Like
here, look,
how could it
everybody.
be?
This is what the clouds look like right now.
Like
Like, there's your
it would
rain
have-
right there. That
it would
little
have
that
to
little
be
set
like
of
a
clouds.
movie turn.
This little set of clouds right here, that's the rain. It's gonna pass over, and then it's gonna be gone. Ooh, Robeson. Yeah, the back of Robeson's car is pretty scratched up.
His marks match with Joey's fronts.
And he's got some on the front end too, so it looks like he got
Oh no!
Oh, did Ed just get killed?
Kinda, because he did pull in front of the dude in the middle of the corner, but yes, he is pointing the wrong way on the apex of God.
That was close.
That was
He is
sketchy.
driving
Cutting half the track.
directly across the track.
He'll get DQ'd this way, I think.
And back onto the track.
That
And
was a shit
What did
rejoin.
into the grass. Is this okay? So now he's in the middle. That's Jared and Riley.
What in the world is happening,
Hello?
bro? Hello.
Yes, Kyle, that was a shit rejoin.
Yeah. What is happening? I
I have
feel
no
like
idea.
I slept and woke up like 20 seconds later.
I don't know. Somebody like make a note of that, because that may need to be addressed in a penalty review.
Absolutely. Jesus, what was that? Okay.
Like, I don't know. He cut out like 3 corners.
He cut 3 corners, yeah. He did like the biggest low moaning simulator I've ever seen.
So this is Nick, and then Robeson, and then Regan, who I believe, yeah, Regan is a back marker down in P22, and then Murray behind him. Because Regan started the race on wets and then pit before the 7.5 minute, pit window opened.
By the way, Kerstetter on the pits.
I would imagine so. Yeah, so Regan pit early because I believe he started on wets, and he will still have to do his required pit stop.
I think yes. Technically, yes. Well,
Nick
back to
Alvarado
race.
is into the pit.
Yep.
Danny will inherit P1.
Oh, Danny with clean hair. I don't know if it was the best of Manito's decisions in the race.
Well, I mean, if Nick's been watching his Delta and you see Danny drop a couple seconds back from you and you've seen that he's done a couple drifts and stuff,
Well, true.
you might be like, man, I need to get into the pit now while he's still on these tires.
True. Well, good point.
You don't want to.
But
You don't want Danny to get new tires and then have control of his car and
Blade.
then have you pit.
good point. Good point.
You got to strike at their weakest moment, Tiago.
Oh wow.
And saying that,
Jeez.
Clark Gould is going to overtake Matt Artem for
Wow.
P4.
What is happening?
Clark
This
Gould
race?
dropping back. He ran a 37 flat last lap. His fastest lap of the race.
Did he have like a massive coaching session lately? He's flying.
I
out
have
there.
no idea. At this rate, oh, he's gonna drift.
Oh.
Manages to catch it. That's gonna make Artem have to slow down a little bit. This is what happened last week. We did this last week. We started watching Clark because he was doing really well at Coda, and then he started messing up because we kept stream sniping him.
Yeah. Right.
But like, I want to highlight that he's doing really well, but I also don't want to screw him up.
Yeah. I just moved away from him.
But it-
Camera-wise, like.
But yeah, at this pace, like, he's gonna end up in silver, if not higher. I don't know.
There's a very juicy battle happening between Nico Holt and Mark Robeson right now. If you want to put me on your
Yeah.
second screen.
Well, I'm gonna flip over to it because Clark has now pulled out a full second gap over Artem.
Oh wow. Damn. Okay. Well, I have digs if you want.
How do I do this? This one?
I don't know. Let me see if it's working.
My replay is broken. Why is my replay broken?
Did I leave? No, I didn't leave.
I'm watching it. Hang on.
Oh, now full dark.
I know. It'll be okay. I don't know.
Well, let it go. There's no problem with that. Professionals, guys, professionals. That's what we are.
Listen. If anybody else wants to sign up to do this, be my guest.
Yes. Aw, Louis and Diggs looking good.
Like, if you're like, man, these guys are terrible, they don't know what they're doing, feel free. Come on in, you can do a guest commentary, you can run the broadcast, you can do all the audio levels and stuff like that, make sure all the cameras are correct.
Ooh.
And also keep track of all the yellow flags and battles that are happening on track. Knock yourselves out.
Mm.
You know what,
Oh,
Wallace?
speaking of yellows,
You know
Pardon?
what, Wallace? I'm gonna quality ban you next time you show up. Yeah, Artem yellow flag. Looks like he's got that thing moved again, but he is gonna lose 5 spots or so. He's now behind Joey in P10.
he from P5 to P10 and losing. Still
Yeah,
losing.
it's not hard to do because there's a big old gaggle of people together.
Damn. He hasn't bid, so like he may want a new pair of rubbers.
You made the stream setup extra complicated just for Chris. Well, I don't even have as much stuff as Paul has. Like, I don't have the same stream setup that Paul has because he's added stuff to his. I have whatever we started like 2 series ago with. Like, nothing has been updated since then.
Yeah, Paul's stream is real good.
But Paul's like smart. He knows about computers and stuff like that. And I'm incredibly lazy and I don't normally stream this. So I don't ever worry about changing anything.
Yeah.
And then
I
Paul
think-
tells me like 2 hours before the race, hey, I'm not going to be there today. And it's like, oh shit, okay.
Well.
Let me just pull a stream out of my ass.
Oh. Well, I'm here to help you. I don't know if he helps at all, but I'm here.
Just having somebody to talk to is like worlds of help.
Good thing. Let's go. Speaking of people, I feel a three-way battle happening behind Joey. May become a three-way battle soon.
Yeah, I mean, we got Nick Kohout, Robeson, and Murray currently going at it, and Regan is on the tail end of that, but he is P22, unfortunately. Robeson is going to go into the... Oh, that's into the pit. I thought he just went wide.
Like no brakes.
I haven't driven this track. I don't know where the pit entry is, so when I saw him shoot off onto that access road like that, I was like, where is he going?
Do I see drops?
Yeah, it has started to rain. It's going to rain for a couple minutes, and then it's going to stop.
Yeah. That's officially dumb.
So hopefully the people that are pitting now are not going to put wets on.
Well, yeah. Like, oh, how is the forecast again?
It's 10 minutes, it's going to be cloudy.
Is that less clouds?
I think so. So we've gone from optimum to fast already.
Still slicks optimum though. I don't think anyone would dare to put wets.
Here, we'll do the rest of this lap with Joey so you can see how much rain it is. Like, it's not much.
This is kind of a two-way battle because Regan's right on Murray's buttons.
Yeah, but Regan is not part of this race. Like, he's currently P21, he still has a pit stop to do.
Did he have a huge accident there?
No, he was one of the ones that started on wets. And he pit before the pit window. So he's already changed to dries, but he still has to do a required.
Murray pit lane. Murray pit lane. So the battle just became one man shorter.
But this makes me and Kyle square with his onboard lap of Joey that he asked for. You got to watch Riley drive away.
Drive away. Why would you want to watch Joey's hot lap? Not hot lap, but like...
Kyle wanted to watch Joey's lap 1, but I wasn't gonna focus inside of a car for lap 1.
Yeah. No, why would you want to watch a Joey lap at all? From 1 to 50?
I mean, he's currently sitting P5. Like, he's not doing bad. He's leading the silvers. Granted,
When
he
I
has
met actually-
Jared like a second behind him, but
When I'm his teammate, I don't even watch his car. Imagine if I'm just watching a random race.
wow. That's kind of rude.
No.
He's had a rough weekend in racing, so
Yep.
like I'm pulling for him in this one. Like I want him to have a good race because he needs something.
True that. That is true. He has been improving, if you will.
Oh yeah, I
If
mean
he
the
can-
Joey we have now versus the Joey that we had when he first joined are two completely different people.
Absolutely, absolutely. Improvements the base. So that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Eventually
So-
we'll get there.
Nick is working his way through the top 8 or so. As he's
Finally,
already
Danny
pit. Yeah, Danny is in the pit, so we'll see where Danny comes out. Danny has taken the fastest lap of the race with a 1:35.1.
Bruh, this is a long pit lane. A drive-through in here will be hell.
Oh yeah, yeah. A stop go 30 here is devastating. Like that's what Funk got, and that's a race ending.
Yeah. There's no coming back from that.
So Danny is on the exit of the pit lane. Nick has already gone by and is going to be quite a bit clear.
Well, I guess he was right.
Question is, did Danny take tires?
I would bet.
The track is greasy. The rain should be stopping here soon.
But at the same point, like if you get new tires but you drive... Oh, Joey, yellow.
Oh,
If you get new tires but you take them out into a wet track, does that destroy the tires?
oh, I
or
think
it-
Joey went yellow because he was letting Nick go by, because Nick works his way through the field.
Oh my god.
These cameras are terrible. Like whoever did the cameras for the new tracks sucks.
I...
Like they're horrendous. Oh, Artem is gonna. That's a big drift as Nick went by. Manages to catch it, but he is gonna lose a couple positions. I don't think he didn't get touched. I think he just got squeezed a bunch by Nick going by. And with the track being greasy and driving the Audi,
Yeah.
he's gonna make contact with Danny.
Oh!
Danny tried to kind of force that corner there. And Artem
He
is
was
under
down.
no requirement to give him, that corner because it is technically for position.
It is.
Even
it
th-
is indeed.
Even though Danny has already pit and Artem has not. Like Artem does not have to give space there.
Oh my god, this is getting spicy right here. Whoa!
Yeah. I think people are getting impatient.
Yeah, especially because there's a silver, a gold, and then a pro, which makes like the level.
You
Oh,
gotta
this
go
is-
look at P1 right now.
No, I know, but there's a pit cycle to finish.
No, but I mean,
Like-
we have an AM driver leading the race. We have pros and silvers and golds that have not pit yet we still have an AM driver leading the race.
That is true. That is a good point.
So somebody clip it. Clark Gould currently winning at Indy.
Good, do me a favor, get into the VOD, take a good screenshot, frame it, put it in your bedroom.
Like he's doing a hell of a job keeping on track.
He's consistently doing good laps. That's great.
Yeah, Clark, if you're watching this, I don't think you're gonna be an AM anymore.
Yeah. Like, just you done into the AM class, bro.
Our AM class is getting ever smaller. Like,
Right?
realistically, like, Brian Curzon also probably should not be AM.
True.
Because though Brian doesn't typically, a lot of the times he won't qualify. I know he didn't do it last season. I think he's been qualifying more this season. But he's very quiet, but he puts in good laps. And he always finishes really well because he just stays out of trouble. And he just, goes out there and does his race.
I think we're going to have to start like doing by the numbers. Let's say we have 50 signups, we split them kind of even, because at this pace the AM class will not even exist in like 2 or 3 seasons. People are getting faster and faster.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, like, because we've talked about readjusting what we consider the cutoff for the different classes. But it's kind of hard to do because, what are you going to do? Move guys from silver down into AM and then move guys from gold down into silver? Like, you're just going to shuffle everybody down and make pro, like, the elite pro.
Yeah.
You'll have, like, Nick and Danny and Ed and Carl and guys like that. But, like, where's the cutoff there? Because you got guys like Rados who are definitely pro. As we watch Dylan Beveridge trying to do some donuts, he's going to catch that.
Oh.
Get it back on track. He's not going to lose any positions because he has quite a gap to Paul Miles and P10.
Kind of cool livery with him.
Fred, we have no emotes. Talk to Ferris about it. But yeah, like, we almost have 2 levels of pros, but then we have guys that, depending on what track it is and what car they're driving, they can compete with those top guys.
Absolutely.
Like, we've seen Rados out front before. We've seen, these other guys.
And
so where's
cars also.
Yeah, so where's the cutoff?
Yeah. Like, I drive the Porsche. If you put me in Laguna, I'm up there with the pros, maybe even ahead of them. But you put me into Silverstone and I'm a sitting duck.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
Ferris doesn't do graphics, fair enough.
Oh my god.
I mean, I can do regular emotes. I can't do animated emotes.
Oh, Clark Gould, Artem, and Curzon on the pits.
Yep, so Clark is going to pit from P1. It'll be interesting to see where he comes out. Hopefully he doesn't have any issues with his pit stop. So Nick is back up into front. Riley P2 still needs a pit. And Riley was the quali band driver, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, currently sitting P2, still has to pit, so he'll drop a bit, but theoretically not too awful much. But it looks like he's going to wait as long as he possibly can.
I think since I didn't...
As I say that, he goes into the pit. What do I know? I don't know shit.
Instant mistake. Boom.
So
Out.
Clark Gould came out of the pit right next to Ed Kerstetter and was immediately in a battle with Ed Kerstetter. So welcome back to the track, Clark.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, not a great place to be.
Have
bro.
fun getting mauled by Murray and Kerstetter
Yeah.
as those two are fighting for position.
There's the class thing. I would let him go. Just, bruh, get away from me. Riley on the pits.
I mean, on one hand, you want to be as high as you possibly can because it's like bragging rights. But on the other hand, you're winning your class like handily.
Not only that's the devil behind you. You know the dude is a mad.
He's gonna send it.
He will, and he will be faster than you on exit, even so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sad that Carl couldn't make this one because I think he would have been up there giving these guys a run for their money.
That is very true.
And it sucks that Ed missed the grid because it looks like you know, I mean, he's back up to P11
Yeah.
after missing the grid and then having that spin. We don't know if it was a murder or what, and then having to drive through the grass like that.
It was not an exact murder. It was, I would
Oh,
call
he
it
is
a
going
self.
to send it on Murray.
Ooh!
I mean, that was super clean. He just dove directly up the inside.
Wow.
Because we are,
See what
yeah, we're back to
see what,
optimum, so these guys are yeeting it again.
see what I'm saying? If I have this dude behind, I would open every door like, go, bro.
Well, the front of this little train here, Robeson is behind Regan, and Regan is still P22. So technically a back marker.
Yeah. Oh,
So I think Robeson needs to kind of press the issue here if he can to get by Regan, because if not,
and
Ed's going to get real impatient.
he has to put a nose in or something. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, or Ed's going to go on the inside and now Ed will make a hole and you just follow him through it.
Never mind. That's close racing. Wow.
Yeah, Ferrari, BMW, Honda.
Oh, bro. Yo, look at Radas. Like you just talked about him. He is mad fast right now.
Who's that?
Radas.
Yeah, Rado's currently sitting P3.
He's up there with very, very, very good laps.
Yeah, I mean he's about 20 seconds behind the top two, but yeah.
I see Danny cut it 2 seconds away from Anita. We may see a battle between those two towards the end.
Yeah, he's about 3.5 back. He was 4/10 faster than Nick last lap, so
Mm,
yeah, well, this little battle that we were watching just fell apart completely. Because Kerstetter and Murray both got by Robeson, and then everybody is just spaced out. And Kerstetter is already past Regan. He did not waste any time.
no. Quick to slice the traffic.
The closest battle we have right now is Max Diggs and Luis Castro for P17. About half a second. Sitting in the pits hoping that 40 minutes is enough to escape a DNF and get some points.
Oh, yellow Joey.
What happened? The pit
Seems
strat was
like
wet
a
zone, so then I
yellow.
pit again. The pit did a bar change my tires. Oh,
What is that?
I'm reading Jared's messages in the pit, or in the Twitch chat.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Jared second.
I noticed he's out. I'm sorry, bro.
Jared already has iRacing, by the way, Kyle.
Nice.
Here comes Clark Gould is going to put pressure on Mark Robeson.
Damn.
Clark Gould is punching above his weight class right now, because he is going to take Robeson on the inside down the straight. He's gonna have the inside for turn one. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do. I mean, yeah, he was alongside for the entire straight, and there's not much Robeson can do but watch him go by.
And I think Gould is pulling. I think he is genuinely.
Yeah, Clark Gould's last lap was a 37 flat.
Wow. Then
So-
Robeson's fast dude.
Yeah, I mean, Nick Alvarado's last lap was a 36.2. Clark Gould ran a 37 flat.
Damn. Damn.
So Clark is driving out of his mind right now. Got Riley and Barrett side by side. Riley's gonna go up the inside. Gould preparing for his next season in gold. I mean, possibly.
I don't see why not.
It's
At this
silver,
pace, yeah.
silver at the least.
Yeah. Remember I said Danny was cutting time?
Yeah,
just
he-
did yeah.
Yeah, he lost him. He got an invalid lap, and now he's about 5.5 back.
38.5 invalid lap, losing 2 seconds to Manita. So, oh. No,
And it looks
sorry.
like does he have damage on the front of his car?
Let me check that. I will check that in this second. And yes, he does.
Okay, so
Damage.
he might have had an incident with back marker, or maybe he had a spin or something like that. But yeah, the front of his car does have damage.
Because it looks like quite a lot of damage. I would say barriers, but like I'll check the replay right now. Oh, I got it.
Oh, you found it?
Yes,
All right.
turn 4 to 5, Joey Militi spins and gets 90 degrees to the track, and he doesn't have space to avoid that.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
That's center T-bone. That sucks. Well, no one to blame.
That is unfortunate because Joey was having such a good race.
Yeah.
Now he's down to 15th in front of Brian. Yeah, I can see the damage on the side of Joey's car now.
Yeah, that one. He may be carrying a ton.
But Joey, yeah, I can imagine.
Like T-Bone definitely carrying some.
Yeah, and Carl just, I mean, not Carl, but Danny just drove through. Like, he just carried on.
Yeah.
Hitting with some pretty good force.
Let's keep a watch on Bison's laps to see if he's not losing that much.
I mean, you're in the 35.5 last lap, so he's not losing that much.
Good. Good stuff. It was actually quicker than when... Nope. Personal fast for Clark Gould last lap around. 36.6. Damn.
Putting down some top 5 laps there. Look how sunny and bright it is out there.
Right.
Ridiculous.
It's like a Sunday morning.
Like we're riding in car with Brian Kurz on, and the sun is just shining off his hood, and it's, there's shadows out there and everything.
Got it. But honestly, I imagine even the drivers are a bit frustrated with that because
Oh,
they
yeah.
probably practiced the hell out of the wet track.
Everybody did. I'm pretty sure Mike Lukey said that he doesn't even have a dry setup for this race.
Yeah, and you get to the track and it's like sunny, bright. You're like, what?
Yeah, I imagine the Series 9 chat is going to be interesting after this race.
Yeah, do you mind putting in slow mode right now?
Nah, I'm not putting it in slow mode. I mean, the last couple times we put it in slow mode and nobody's really said anything. Like, if people have an issue, contact one of us administrators. If you really have an issue, we should know by now not to say nasty things in Discord.
Oh, goddamn, please, yeah.
Joey under yellow again. Joey is mowing a lot of grass.
This car must be a handful
Let's go
right
back
now.
15 seconds. We're going to see what happened here. Oh, yeah, he touches the grass and hits, I believe, one of the little blue sausage curbs and just kind of a little bit of a spin. I mean, he's got that damage that he's carrying, so I imagine that car's a handful already. But he comes out in front of Luis.
Regan also had a brief moment, almost slowed down his...
Yeah, Regan is in the pit lane.
Let's see.
David Funk currently under blue flags.
Oh my god.
As we see everybody, this train running down the start-finish straight.
I think the only battle happening right now is kind of a battle. Dylan looking at the back of Mr. Kairos.
Contact me. What are we contacting me about? All I see is Ferris said contact Chris. Whatever it is, no, I'm busy. Don't contact me.
I will actually answer it. Oh! Bruce Hopkins just goes straight on turn
Oh,
two.
about the
Wow.
contact and admin thing. Okay. Barrett off. Joey is sideways. What is going on with these guys?
I think, yeah, the new track. Oh! Didn't miss
So
the
here's a replay. Oh, no, that's not Barrett. That's Funk. So Funk went off. Joey just looped it on his own.
Ugh. Oh no. No. Funk.
So things not going Joey's way.
But this looks like breakfast right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
freaking Indy, dude. I'll tell you what.
I think it's yeah, like this is a technical track, so like it's not an easy learn. You have to actually spend some time in it, and it's affecting people.
So the last time that I drove Indy was in Forza Motorsport 4 on the Xbox 360. They didn't have, like, the oval went all the way around to the start finish straight. They didn't have this extra little bit where the pit entrance and stuff is.
Oh yes, yes.
But
It's a
yeah,
new layout.
it's been God knows how many years since I've run Indy.
Yeah. There's also changes on like this layout is not used anymore. I think they just cut from turn 4 to a chicane.
Dylan Beveridge trying to make a move on Juan. This is for gold lead. 7.5
Wow.
minutes to go. Like we're gonna get a bit of a show before the end here.
Ooh,
Pit window is now closed.
Pit window is
pit window is now
closed.
closed.
Carry what you got to the end.
Jinx.
Kyle, what'd you expect, man? Are you effing kidding me? Kunos released a track with a layout that isn't even used at all. I mean, yeah.
I
I don't know why
I
you
don't-
sound so shocked.
yeah. If I'm right, this thing was skinned like last year somehow.
It's so sunny on track, like my eyes are having to adjust.
Putting sunglasses.
I'm fixing to go get my sunglasses. Like, what the? What is this weather?
Bro, look at there's like
Oh, Barrett's in the pit.
oh
Rip for Barrett. What
no,
happened,
no,
Joby? Oh,
oh
Barrett
no,
is
sorry,
gone.
look yellow.
Yeah, Nick Kohout is doing donuts.
Oh, that's a bad region. Oh god.
No, there's
No,
nobody
it's
from
good.
Miles. He's fine.
Oof, good.
No fuel. Barrett ran out of fuel with 7 minutes to go.
Oh my god.
Oh, my guy.
Barrett, I don't want to be mean, but like you miss fuel for a lap. You don't miss fuel for 7 minutes, bro.
So Beverage is going to get that move done on Juan. R39, David Funk is yellow flagged and is now in the pit. I think Funk has had enough. That poor guy has suffered from start to finish at this race.
Absolutely.
Diggs
Well,
taking the silver
Beveridge-
surprise win. Yeah, I mean, Max Diggs is going to inherit. Because Joey was way ahead. I mean, there might still be a battle happening because Joey's right behind him. But, I mean,
Beveridge is true and gone.
there's only 3 silvers left in this race. And it's these 3 guys right here. It's Max Diggs, Joey Blitty, and Ryan Cody. So finish the race and you get a podium.
Absolutely. Just cross the checker.
TV Cam 1 is just not good.
Kunos cam is not good. In Coda, do you know the backstretch in Coda? Like they have one camera on the middle pointing to one side and one to the other.
Yeah, as you like crest that little hill.
You like what?
Barrett
You
said he
can see like
might
a
resign.
tiny dot on the horizon.
Barrett, there's only 2 weeks left, man. There's no point in resigning. Joey deep into turn 1, trying to get as much run on Max Diggs as he can.
Don't do it, man.
He's got it below a second. Now Joey has to pass Max clean. He can't kill him. Because it sounds like Joey hasn't gotten a penalty yet this race, but he still cannot. Barrett, we have all run out of... Like, I've run out of fuel in the last lap before. I think I did it in our... Remember we did that... Joey almost spun it again. Remember we did that... It was the first 2-hour solo endurance we did on Nürburgring.
Right.
I ran the Bentley. I had to put fuel in my car on the last lap.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I
am
was
not playing-
Well, it was the one that we did for for Yogi for his charity thing, right?
Yeah.
And I was
no?
ahead of him for like P15 or something like that. And he was like, "Oh, if I could just get 15th, that'd be great." And then I ran out of fuel. And I was like, "There you go, Yogi. There's your top 15."
Yeah, I remember that. Yo, Yogi's a class act, dude.
Yeah, Yogi's good, dude. We got a Robeson Riley battle. Side by side through a couple corners there. Nice and clean.
Let me share.
All right, Helicam.
In the chat, check Yogi's channel. He's a class act of a man and a very good driver.
Yeah, he's a top guy. Super nice guy.
Every year he does a 24-hour stream to raise money to the children's cancer hospital near him.
Yeah,
Which, honestly,
he's
I don't know the place specifically.
like he's so much into it. He has it tattooed on him. I believe it's the Child's Play charity, but he has
Yes.
that logo tattooed on him.
Yeah. That much of a classman. He's very good.
Good dude. First it up
Is Artem having a look?
is who?
Artem having a look on oh.
I mean, there's a couple of kind of close battles going on. I mean, Lukey is not part of this battle here, but he's still out there racing with him.
By the way, pit lane report, Luki didn't get a penalty.
Why would Lukey get a penalty?
I don't know.
He's been pretty good this season, other than Silverstone, I think. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, to summarize, I don't think there were many.
He's
Well, the
way better than he was last season.
Yeah,
He is
That's a low
definitely
bar,
showing
though, but-
improvement.
absolutely.
It's a low bar. Joey Meliti gonna have a look on Max Diggs going into turn one. Got a bit of a run. He's about halfway alongside. Hard on the brakes, gonna tuck in behind. Does not want to take the chance of causing an incident. Come on, Joey. This is for class win. Either win the class or you get DQ'd for the next race. Come on.
Oh, wow.
Well, if Joey causes an incident, he goes over his bad boy points limit and he gets a race ban, right?
True. You have a point.
But you gotta send it and try to win silver.
Dude, this is for...
Like, this is the last. This could be their last lap.
Bruh.
Because Nick is coming around. Actually, I think they're gonna get one more. Because we're down
No,
to
what I
45 seconds, and Nick is coming through the final corner. So yeah, they're gonna get one more.
What I think it's weird is if you're silver and you're in the race, you're podium.
Final lap.
Yeah, there's only 3 of them.
What?
I mean, Barrett had some issues and left. Jared
They're all dead.
had issues and left.
That's crazy.
And what's funny is silver is like the closest battle for points for championship out of all 4 of the classes. It's always spicy in silver.
Oh. Alright. Holton will be fun.
All the silvers died. Yeah, we started with 6, and we've got a 50% mortality rate.
Artie has a look.
Yeah, Artem gonna try to go. I mean, Luis has position for the corner. That's gonna be a little bit of a tap. Nothing major.
They good. The sand.
Yeah, Artem was gonna try to dive that there. And we saw Ed do that earlier, but he managed to make it stick. So this is gonna be the final lap. So send it if you got it.
Final lap sponsored by Credit One
Yeah.
or something like
Credit
that.
One is in no way, shape, or form associated with New World Sim Racing in any manner.
No.
As they come across the line, Nick Alvarado is going to win the race, followed by Danny Bison about a second back.
The leader has finished the race.
So Nick with the win, Danny P2. Rados is half a minute behind. We have about 30 seconds before he gets to the line.
God damn.
But Rado's going to pick up. Yeah, he's just been driving by himself. Like there's nobody 20 seconds either direction of him for
That's a very
position.
solid podium if I've ever seen one, by the way, by Rados.
Yeah, it's a
Damn.
podium, but God, he's got to be bored out of his mind.
Yeah, probably. Especially in this track.
So Rados with a P3. Then we get to wait another 20 seconds for Dylan Beveridge to get to the line. We're going to check
Oh
in
my
with
God.
Artem. Artem and Luis Castro across the line. I believe Luis keeps the position.
He does.
So
But it
Luis
was
going to get...
close.
Yeah, that was like 0.01 or 0.1 seconds. That was a close finish.
Lewis had a shit exit out of the last corner and Artem had the run. With one more lap, he would have got it.
So Milo's going to cross the line P6. He's going to get third in gold. He'll be happy with that. Kerstetter up to P7 from starting from the pit. Not a bad race. John Jorgensen, pretty quiet. He's going to smash into the wall as he crosses the finish line. He is not happy that we did not get rain. I feel you, John. I feel you. I feel the same way. If I had a Porsche, I'd smash into the wall. Clark
Oh my
Gould, top 10.
Jesus, man.
1 minute
That's
countdown is great.
nuts.
Oh, we only had a minute between quali and race start. Yeah, that's not good.
Okay, we should probably raise that. I'm gonna make a note in penalty review as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was Indy without rain. Technically, we did get rain for about 45 seconds.
Sorry, the countdown on the start of the race session.
Yes, between quali and grid apparently is way too short. Wasn't it set to 90 seconds before? I have no idea. I mean, if it is a minute, I don't even think a minute and a half is enough. I think you need to give these guys like 3 or 4 minutes to, you know, you do quali, maybe go to the bathroom or something like that, you know, take a leak. Like you got to give them a
2
couple
minutes
minutes.
will be optimum, yeah.
I feel you, Joey. The sigh.
Oh man.
This is going
Okay.
so well. All right, let's go back to the garage. We'll look at the timetable. Yeah, Nico Rado, Danny, Rados, Dylan Beveridge, Juan, Home Miles, Ed Kerstetter, Jorgensen, Murray, Gould. So Clark Gould, P10. I agree, Lukey. Static weather. I'm a big fan. Brian Curzon's going to get second in AM. Bruce Hopkins going to get P3. So that's going to be your AM
Let's go,
drivers.
Bruce.
Max Diggs did hold off Joey Meliti by about 0.2 to win silver. So Max Diggs, Joey Meliti, Ryan Cody, the 3 survivors of the silver class.
It's like Hunger Games. Whoever survives finishes it.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. This was a huge letdown.
It was a bit of a letdown. No, oh my.
Green line. Give it all you got.
Look at this.
And in true Kunos fashion, as the server kicks over, it is pouring down rain.
Look at this. Oh my god. What do we do?
This is why we can't have nice things.
I don't even know what to tell you.
Yeah, here's the weather that everybody practiced for all week.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's wet.
Like it is
It's
absolutely,
wet.
it's pouring down rain right now.
And it shows on the next 30 no changes at all. It's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's just gonna rain for the next 2 hours.
Oh my god. Bruh.
Thank you, Kunos.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say, man. That's trash, bro.
I have no idea. We cannot win for losing.
Yep.
Anyway,
Who knows?
thank you all for joining us for this dry, wet race. The only way you would have got wet in this race is if you were sweating because it was too hot outside because of all the sun.
It shouldn't be this
Oh, I
hard.
bet.
Yeah, it shouldn't be this hard. I agree. Anyway, so next week, Alton Park.
Oh,
I
fun
doubt it's
track.
gonna rain. Like, there's 0% chance of rain. Like, there's no way it's gonna happen. And then we will be off for a week, and then we will have 90 minutes of Watkins Glen the week after that.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. You got anything else,
Well,
Tiago?
As always, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, guys. Have a great week ahead of you.
Okay, say bye, Tiago.
Bye, Tiago.